June 27th, 2024, 16:30 hours. Aaron Costello Eldridge is cycling throughout the Los Angeles mountains. At the base of the mountains, a funeral procession catches his attention. As the cars creep by and the oxygen thickened, a bit of sociopathic calm came closer to his skin. He downloaded his cycling data and headed home. He breaches the downtown streets and dons his mask. It's been nearly a year since the peak of the last pandemic came to a calm. It was the second virus in less than 5 years to impact the economy and ravage too many lives. In late 2023, more people stayed away from vaccinations because floods of misinformation created an echo chamber with millions believing the last mRNA vaccine was a placebo. Another mutation was certain to occur. Mitigation by the government was much more effective than COVID-19. Unfortunately, masks and science became so politicized, it was impossible to get into a doctor for anything other than infections from the COVID-19 mutations. Hospitals became dedicated to SARS patients. The mortality rate started to come down in early 2024, but the infections were still occurring at a rate Americans were becoming too accustomed. The common cold and influenza were rampant with the inability to see a doctor. Costello wore his mask mainly because he still suffered with mild agoraphobia and the face covering was soothing. A device alert reminds him he's within a block of an alkaline water shop operated by artificial intelligence. He'd purchased 5 quarts and earned 1 free quart, so he pedals over to collect the reward. Heading home, he's plagued by a woman's correspondence with him via social media. Why did she send him an audible message? Why did she feel so compelled to tell him out loud to watch a television series? He'd never seen or spoken with her outside of his phone and only ever via typed messages. Her interest in this series fueled an ongoing anxiety. A documentary where a man from Kansas City and a woman from Washington were murdered in Seattle in 2017. Even years after the collective trend of binging crime and murder series, apparently she remained a voracious consumer. This helped periodically calm his anxiety, but the fact she never once suggested he do anything previously became more ominous with each day that passed. After watching 3 episodes, he became impetuously troubled by whatever it was that made her think of him. What was in his timeline that triggered her desire for him to see what she saw? In her message, she asked him for the 3rd time, "Are you ever going to tell me why I can't call you Costello?"